Hey, yo, let me talk. Ish, I'm say wrong hole. My strawberry chocolate milk. Laughing at these. You better let me talk my ish. I'm working harder than the boss up in here. You better let me talk my ish. Working harder than the boss up in it. Here, but I wanna be on it. Start to feel that I want in the morning. We got neighbors above and below us, but and I'm gonna record it. Blow the candle, make a wish. Flow is Randall Cunningham, yeah, I make a miss.
Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show, sports, music, entertainment, and of course, Colorado hip hop. Good morning, welcome to the Woke Friday. We got a show. Set up on 3, 2. Alright, I'm ready for the show.
Now you gotta talk about that.
I just want to know what he say. To the Turnt Up TV. Turnt Up TV, Conor McGregor in the UFC is where we are going to start, which is being called one of the most despicable, disgusting acts to be seen in the UFC. Conor McGregor was arrested Thursday after a video was surfaced of him allegedly showing him attacking a bus full of UFC fighters, and all because his belt's being stripped for him because he hasn't fought in almost 2 years. TMZ first reported the news along with a video of him inside. McGregor can be seen running in front of the vehicle just as glass shatters. He threw a dolly. And now, if you guys know what a dolly, you use a dolly to move stuff, load couches, load refrigerators on that. He threw it at the bus, attacking a bus full of UFC fighters. So according to the Washington Post, I guess, McGregor took issue with UFC President Dana White, saying that the upcoming bout between Max Holloway and Khabib Nurmagomedov, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, on April 7th will decide the UFC lightweight championship with no qualifier, which means McGregor, who won that back in 2016, will be stripped of his title. Now, I never got this, why fighters always thought that they can keep their belt but not step in the ring. It's just like a prom king in high school graduating and going back and still thinking that he can win the prom king, like being surprised why he wasn't nominated again. Like if you're not fighting and you don't want to step in and actually put the work in for UFC, I understand you're a money man now and you're in a boxing game. You're trying to get Floyd to come back into the octagon, but you're not fighting for that title anymore. That's not your belt. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's your belt, but you can't just hang it up on the wall and say I'm the champion for the rest of my life. Like people are going to get to that point where, especially in that weight class, you're like, hey, I'm the #1 contender. Like, where else am I going to go? It's going to cause a lot of business problems for the UFC. So I'm not surprised that Dana White was going to go ahead and make this move. I'd make this move if I was Dana White. I want a new champion. I want to make a new superstar. And you can't really get that if Conor McGregor is kind of sitting there hogging that spotlight and hogging the belt. So I see where he's coming from as well. But at the same time, Conor McGregor, man, this was not smart for him. I understand it's a lot of publicity and everybody's talking about him now, us included. But business-wise, he's going to lose so much endorsements. He's going to lose so much sponsorships because he's going to be arrested for this. Because he's going to be put in jail for this. He actually hurt somebody. He destroyed property. They're going to probably get him for trespassing. He wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. So, I just don't understand it, man. I understand that, he's going at everybody from 50 Cent to everybody. He wants to just be on top of the world and be the biggest badass. I even heard, what was it, the Russian Mafia or the Irish Mafia? He was beefing with one of them. Like, dude, you got to cool your jets, bro. Like, you can't make money if you're dead. You can't make money if you're in jail. And I just don't understand it with these celebrities. Like, they got to have someone behind that camp. And this, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen the video, you need to go to the video. Let's go ahead right now to ESPN and check out what Dana White's had to say about it.
I don't have any canned statements or anything to say other than what happened here today is Conor and approximately 20 guys apparently were let in through the doors by the MacLife guys who were credentialed here. They opened the doors for him through an entrance. They stormed the building, got down to the loading docks where the fighters were getting on the buses and started to attack the buses, throwing trash cans and dollies and things like that. Broke one of the windows and cut Michael Chiesa really bad. He cut his head, he cut his face. Rose Namajunas apparently was almost hit. She's super upset right now and basically left and walked back to the hotel and hurt one of our employees, broke one of our employees.
Man, it's serious. It's not like when Cormier and Jones got into it at the presser and, they had to separate them, man. This guy went ballistic. If you haven't seen the video, all you got to do, a bunch of you, everyone's seen it by now. He actually is in custody now. Conor McGregor, just seen that a little bit ago. But yeah, man, I don't know what's next for this man. So now you can pretty much cancel all the money that he was going to make in the octagon. Now, Floyd Mayweather, what I'm seeing, a lot of people are coming out and saying that he's going to go in the octagon and fight CM Punk. I don't know if that's going to happen, but all I know is that now we're all going to miss out on the opportunity to see that actually happen, because I know a lot of people wanted to see, especially Conor McGregor fans, and I know it would happen. Mayweather would get his ass beat if he stepped in with Conor, especially in the octagon. So unfortunately, we're probably never going to end up seeing that. If anything happens, I don't think we'll ever even see Conor McGregor in the UFC ever again. I think there's going to be the worst ban, the worst punishment you ever seen for a fighter. I think he's done. I think much is going to hurt for the UFC to let him go. Bellator right now, man, are licking their chops because they know that that's the next spot that Conor McGregor could jump in, man. So we're going to keep it moving, man. We're going to go ahead and get into some Colorado hip-hop right now. We're going to go to some artists just jumped in the rotation yesterday and made a splash already. They go by Dente and Heavy Z. It's Nice to Know Ya. Colorado hip-hop, Turnt Up TV. Let's go.
What I don't get, you use me up, I can't get enough. Please save your words, I feel your touch, we the only ones. Baby, I just want you right now, so come my way, don't say my name. 1, 2, 3 shots up, down, take me home. Now we all alone. I wish I had the time. Nice to know you. It was nice to know you. I can't get you off of my mind. It was nice to know you. It was nice to know you. I wish I had the time. Nice to know you. It was nice to know you. I can't get you off of my mind. It's nice to know you. Lose all control. Can't find my keys. Don't wanna leave. Yeah, been here before. They don't understand. There is no plan. Look, baby, I just want you right now. Just wanna dance, come take a chance. 1, 2, 3 shots up, down, take me home. Now we all alone. I wish I had the time. Nice to know you. It was nice to know you. I can't get you off of my mind. But it was nice to know you. It was nice to know you. I wish I had the time. Nice to know you. It was nice to know you. Take a chance. I can't get you off of my mind. Take me home. It was nice to know you.
Only here for the night. Baby, you just my type. Watching our flames ignite. Gripping on me so tight. Spitting out all my lines. Looking deep in your eyes, feelings I can't describe, running laps around my mind. She moving and grooving, I'm living a dream. We dropping and popping, but nothing obscene. She blushing and crushing my diamond supreme. We rocking, no stopping, this girl is a queen. I'm driving, she riding, love running our veins. No cuffing, no rushing, she feeling amazed. I'm buzzing, no judging, keep bringing champagne. No calling, no texting, I'm catching my planes. Heavy.
I wish I had the time. Nice to know you. Wanna dance? It's nice to know you. Take a chance. I can't get you off of my mind. Take me home. It was nice to know you.
Turnt Up TV, welcome back to the Woke Friday morning, man. We roll into the weekend. Make sure you tune in Sunday at 6 o'clock. That's Colorado Mountain Time. We'll have Colorado hip-hop as well as other independent artists in rotation. Now, as far as Tuesday, what I need you guys to do is get us your music. We can roll it live in for a Mile High Underground session down here at in Lakewood, Colorado. But it needs to be clean, man. Otherwise, we can get your music in rotation for any other show besides Tuesday. Tuesday needs to be clean music. Send it to us and we'll definitely get that in rotation. And as always, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And shout out to our sponsor, Proven Clothing and Gold Wing Marketing, man. Let's jump into some NBA basketball before we end the show today. We got the Nuggets hanging in for a long spot, trying to get down on the power rankings, trying to make the playoffs. There's so many different scenarios that's going around the league right now. We obviously seen yesterday the news came out, Kyrie Irving will not be returning for the rest of the season, which puts Boston in a very, very shaky position because now I think, honestly, for me, man, I think that the Cavs just are going to have another cakewalk to the finals. I don't think Toronto, I just really don't think there's anyone, no matter what they say, teams and who they have around them, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, I know they got Tatum playing well in Boston, but I just don't think there's anyone that can play LeBron, bro. As much as I used to hate on LeBron, I've become a very, very big fan of LeBron now. It's kind of like Tom Brady. Over time, you kind of realize that once you're watching greatness, you just kind of enjoy it rather than try to push it away. And I don't understand that about LeBron or Tom Brady. People were like, man, I can't wait for him to retire. I'm like, you're never going to see an athlete like that again. Like, why would you want to not see that? Like, why would you just want to watch a bunch of normal, mediocre players in the league instead of, like, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback that will ever play. We will not see a quarterback come along that way in a very, very, very long time. So, I know I'm ranting on Tom Brady, but as it goes back to LeBron James, he's great, man. I can't hate on LeBron. I used to hate on LeBron a lot, obviously because I'm a Spurs fan. We banged with him in when we took the first championship in 2007, and then back and forth with the Heat. So I've kind of built a little bit of hate for him there, but I can't really hate on no more, man. You see what he's doing at the age, as long as being in the league, and he's still continuing to go. So I don't think the power rankings are going to really mean anything when it comes to the season, because if the Spurs drop down and get an A seed, and we get to go against Houston, who's number one. That's not a fair matchup. That's not a normal 1-8. We beat Houston last year. We can knock them out. So the Western Conference is going to be crazy. Eastern Conference finals are going to be crazy as well. I know everybody's pulling for the Nuggets to pull in, but I mean, there's 5 teams right now that got 34 losses in the Western Conference. So it literally is going to come down game by game. Every game is a playoff game, and we'll just kind of keep our eyes on that, man. So shout out to everybody tuned in today. Make sure you jump on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know where you guys are listening from as well. Shout out to our artists who got their music in rotation. Definitely got some new music coming in for you guys. I'm excited to get them actually in the studio. So if you get a chance, 420 is coming up. I know it's going to be popping in the city of Denver. I need y'all artists to get at me so we can get you in, sit y'all down, and definitely get you guys just in rotation for Turnt Up TV. So appreciate everybody tuning in today, man. Tune in next week. Like I say, hit me up on a book, and make sure to jump in when we go live. Jump in this live chat. Let us know where you're listening from. I always follow back on Twitter. Follow me on Snapchat, Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show, sports, music, entertainment. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I gotta go.
Money got low, and them backs moving. Whoa. Money got low, I had them packs moving. Money got low, I lost some stacks moving. Money got low, it turned me to a shooter. Money got low, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm the Uber man. I'm the Uber man, packs moving man. I'm the Uber man. I'm the Uber man, packs moving man. I'm the Uber man. Money got low, I had them packs moving. Money got low, I
lost some stacks. Yo, switching lanes, finessing. Went from different ways to getting different pays, but either way's a blessing. Went from gripping K's to serving J's like the dopest shoe connection. Went from robbery to moving trees, hoping Barack win elections. Nigga, that was least expected. Man, I had an epiphany. The streets don't mean shit to me. I'm trying to get this shit mentally, move that way vividly, so I can live like Uncle Phil and I'm Vivian Hillary. Stay to stay visiting. All my supporters that stayed on to help me make history. I just want victories. Been plotting